Aloha, beauties. Welcome to A Better World with Adrienne. I am Adrienne, your host, and this is another episode of Friday Fire. So, Friday Fire is my special format that is a blast, a boost of just amazing magic right before your weekend. So, this is more of a get up and go fire episode. So, welcome to this space. I never take for granted the fact that we get to connect in this way, that you listen to the podcast. So, from my heart to yours, mahalo, thank you, I love you, and let's dive in. So, today's Friday Fire is all about the February 2024 astrology. So, I've really been loving doing these downloads just to be like, hey, this is what's happening in the month ahead in the stars. This is how you can work with it. This is how you can click into it. And I've just been receiving a lot of feedback from all of you that listen that you love this too. And I'm like, cool, I'm obsessed with the stars. You're obsessed with the stars. We can click into it. Why? To make a better world, exponentially with efficiency when we're working in divine timing. So that's what we are diving into today. So it still is a Friday Fire, which means it's not like a sit down, let's have a meal kind of thing. If you want a deep astrological dive, go to my deep dive podcast about Pluto and Aquarius and the evolution of humanity. So I went deep. I went so deep in that episode. I believe it's like an hour long, about the Pluto and Aquarius transit and what that means for New Earth and all of those things. So today I am going into the February 2024 astrology. So I'm just going to touch base on 5 key transits to look out for, and when we synthesize them all together, what the vibe is for this month and how you can move with it, how you can just live in deep relationship with these energies so you can be living and creating and moving with the cosmic wave rather than trying to swim against it, which most humans do. And this is why astrology continues to change my life and my clients' lives and everybody that I, share this work with, this wisdom tradition. So the theme of February 2024, I was looking at it. The theme is unearthing power. Unearthing power. Okay. And so when we look at this month, it's all going to be framed through the lens that Pluto has just entered Aquarius. And Pluto is sitting at the beginning degrees of Aquarius. And so every single sign in the zodiac has 29 degrees. And when the sun is in that sign, which is like that season, like right now we're in Aquarius season because the sun is in Aquarius when I'm recording this episode, okay, which is the end of January 2024. So they have 29 degrees and the sun goes through these degrees and that makes up the season, right? And so all of the other planets go through these degrees as well. And so Pluto entered Aquarius, and Pluto is one of the slowest moving signs in the whole zodiac. He is, death and rebirth. He's the Dark Lord. He is ruled by Scorpio. He's like, we're going to go, growth by pain and death and exposure of what gets to be healed. And power is a big theme of Pluto. And so Pluto is sitting right at the beginning of Aquarius. And so what's happening in February is that the sun has been in Aquarius for a little bit, okay? And now all the other planets are going to be moving out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. And so as they each move into Aquarius, they are all going to be conjunct Pluto. Okay. And so what does that mean? It means that every time a planet goes by Pluto, it's going to be an unearthing of power in that part of life for both you and the whole collective. Okay, so when I think and feel into the theme of February 2024, it's all about unearthing the power of the collective. And what is a powerful collective made of? Powerful individuals. So you are going to be called to unearth your own power. And when I say unearth, things will be exposed, things will be revealed. Pluto rules death, right? And so I almost thought, I was like, it's all about purifying power. But I was like, if it was purifying, that would be more like sun Kazemi energy. A Kazemi in astrology is when a planet goes through the heart of the sun and it's very aligned in a specific way, and the sun's light codes purifies that energy. It's like a cleansing and healing and just like activation from the sun. That's not what Pluto's doing. Okay, Pluto's like, oh, hello planet, and we'll talk about which ones. What gets to die? What gets to die for your true power to be unearthed, to be exposed? What gets to be composted? And so it's the dark lord, and dark shit will come up. We can expect that. All right. I don't know what's going to happen. It could land for you super personal. It could land for the collective. It'll do all of it. All right. And so it really though it's like a parade of planets being unearthed and purged into power. Okay, for February. So let's talk about these planets. Why don't we? Doesn't it sound like fun? But here's the thing. Power is one of our greatest tools as creators, and something that's a consistent perpetual gap that we get to close in the spiritual community is this idea that we're powerless and that holding and wielding power is bad and all of these things. And so things will be unearthed that get to die for our true power to reign. So on February 5th, the first planet that's getting unearthed and in power is Mercury. Mercury, the planet of communication, of data, of learning, of disseminating information, is going to move into Aquarius. So it'll be Mercury in Aquarius. Mercury is all talking about the collective, it's innovation. When we think about the themes of Aquarius, it's the collective, it's community, it's innovation, it's the weird, wacky one, it's being data driven, it's all about the sacred rebel, okay? And unhealed elements, which will be revealed to die in Aquarius, is being so cold and data driven that you can dehumanize or disconnect or disassociate. Okay. And so, but it's very matter of fact. It's very objective. Aquarius is very objective. And so rather than seeing, these conjunctions with Pluto as like an attack, it's like, okay, this is just required. It's not good. It's not bad. Just be objective about it. Just be neutral. The blessing of Aquarius is that they can remove themselves emotionally and look at things like science. All right. So Mercury, the planet of communication, is entering Aquarius on February 5th. So it goes from Capricorn, which is like CEO, boss, commitment energy, to Aquarius, where it's like, I'm the sacred rebel, I'm the innovator. And so here, and it's disseminating information, it's learning. So there's going to be an unearthing of power in speaking, in data, in disseminating information. We could see news things come up. We could see where, things are being unearthed. All right. So when I think about this, it's all about speaking. It's all about speaking and the voice. So your voice is going to go through a power process. And the voice of the collective is going to go through a power process. Okay. Because Aquarius rules the collective. So yeah, February is all about unearthing power process, and just this like power surge by way of death. So then that's Mercury enters Aquarius. So we're going to end up having a little Aquarius party in February. So then on February 13th, Mars enters Aquarius. Mars, the planet of war, aggression, passion, action. So the way you act, the actions of the collective in Aquarius, which is for, you know, the greatest good of all, acting on behalf of like taking action that is actually good for everyone, not just for you. Okay. And really acting on being a sacred rebel. Like, do not subscribe to the matrix. Do not participate in the matrix. Do not allow yourself to be hijacked by the matrix, like through the way you act. And so Mars will then conjunct Capricorn. And so the way we take action is going to go through a power unearthing process. Okay. So for you specifically, something you can do is find out what part of your life is ruled by Aquarius. Okay, so for me, it's the 9th and the 10th house. That means my 9th and 10th houses are going to be going through a major power unearthing process in February, as well as the whole collective, right? So this is the power of astrology, is like we can see how it's going to impact the collective, and then we can take it to our own chart and be like, oh, wow, this is how it's impacting me. And this is how I'm going to use it. And, you know, it's like just being aware of the weather. And then you can wear the right clothes. All right. So February 13th, Mars is entering Aquarius. This is all about action. Action as the sacred rebel. Action as the innovator. Action for the highest timeline and good of all. No more surface spirituality. There's going to be unearthing of power of people who are like, yeah, these people say things, because look, first we have Mercury in Aquarius, all about speaking. Then we have Mars entering Aquarius, all about acting, right? Do you act in alignment with your words? Pluto's going to be like, yo, A, B, C, D, E get to die for us to align. Okay. For the collective, for the evolution of humanity, which is Aquarian, right? And then on February 17th, Venus, the planet of love, beauty, art, and money, is going to enter Aquarius. So then it comes to love. The planet of love is going to be conjunct Pluto, the planet of death. All right. What gets to die for true, powerful, earth changing, life changing, history changing love to be possible? That's what's happening with Pluto. Every time these planets hit and are conjunct Pluto, it's like, what gets to die for the highest expression of this planet to exist, to unlock the power of the collective for the age of Aquarius? That's what's happening in February 2024. And then, you know, on the 19th, the sun will enter Pisces, and Pisces is the sign of the mystic. It's dreams, it's art, it's the subconscious mind, it's the ocean of consciousness, it's mutable water. Unhealed Pisces is no boundaries, is addiction, is escapism, is avoidance. Okay. And so really, the crux of February is the major unearthing of power, specifically in the way we speak, act, and love. Okay, so it is a powerful, I know I use the word powerful a lot, but it's like Pluto literally rules power, and it's going to be touching every single one of these planets. So it's like power by way of death. That's what it is for each of these planets. So as these planets enter Aquarius, it's a very fruitful way to work with the energy, is like, what gets to die? What am I willing to sacrifice on the altar for Pluto in this area of life for the dream, for the collective, for, you know, innovation, the sacred rebel, all of this stuff to move forward, okay, for the human family. So it's a big month, February. And then, you know, those planets will gradually start making their way into Pisces. However, when I think about the general energetic signature of February, it's like, okay, yeah, unearthing power, unearthing power, because every single planet's going to basically be like high-fiving Pluto, except it's not really a high five. It's more like, I bow down to you, Pluto. Show me what I do not know. And I'm willing to sacrifice on the altar for the highest timeline good of all. All right. So this is February 2024. It is powerful. It is potent. It is very impactful. When you work with this energy, you can have massive, massive transformation, because Pluto rules transformation, right? By death and rebirth, alchemy, divine alchemy from the root. Okay. So a couple invitations for you. If you want to work deeper with the astrology of February 2024, the first thing you can do is join my membership, New Earth Temple. I didn't even touch on this because there was just other energies at play, but there is a new moon in Aquarius in February, and there's also a full moon in Virgo in February. And both we will be coming together in ceremony and doing breath work with to quantum manifest. So if you are interested in this practice, in this way of life of manifesting at a cellular level with the stars, join New Earth Temple. The other amazing way that you can work with this astrology is I am leading for the first time in over 6 months one of my signature astrology breathwork masterclasses. So this is called Aquarius Advanced Breathwork. And so this is going to be a 2-hour masterclass and breathwork journey where I teach all on the energies of Aquarius, and then we code it into your body through a breathwork journey. This is for you to really like physically breathe these energies alive into your body for innovation, for being a sacred rebel, for leading the revolution. Like Aquarius rules fixed air. So the way we're going to be able to keep leading and keep innovating and keep, pushing the collective forward and keep doing all this stuff is when we embody Aquarius Advance. So Aquarius Advance is advancing the agenda of the light on purpose. Okay, advancing. It's all about self-actualization. It's all about moving the needle forward for everyone. All right. So if you are interested in that, the pre-sale tickets are now available, and those will be available. I'm not sure how long they're going to be available, at least through like February 5th. I will say at least February 5th pre-sale will be available. So you're going to get massive savings if you get a pre-sale ticket. And these are my signature life-changing masterclasses. So yeah, those are the 2 ways you can dive deeper into this work and this February 2024 astrology of unearthing power for the people, which means you, which means me, which means every damn living being on earth. I love you so much. I hope this was helpful. I'm sending you an amazing February. If you want to dive deeper into this, join New Earth Temple, come to Aquarius Advanced Breathwork, and I will see you soon. I hope you have an amazing weekend. This has been Friday Fire. And yeah, go out there, make a stranger smile. Don't forget how amazing you are, and be the change, be the light. And I will see you next time on A Better World with Adrienne.